The summer holidays should be about making memories, not adding more stress. If you're tired of feeling guilty or overwhelmed, this episode will show you how to enjoy the summer break, keep up with work and life, and have some fun with your family. Welcome to the Happy Thriving Mums podcast, the show that talks about the simple actions busy mums like you can take to prioritise your own health, happiness and fitness. And it doesn't stop there. This show also includes amazing stories from remarkable women who help others to be the best version of themselves. Because if you feel great, you thrive, and so does your family. So, if you're ready to overcome mum guilt, manage overwhelm, feel and look your best, and create a happier, more balanced life for yourself and your family, this podcast is for you. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of the Happy Thriving Mums podcast. We are still in the summer holidays in the UK. It is still going. It is 3 weeks in now. I've lost count, maybe 4. I'm really not sure. Can't remember. But here we are, and hopefully you are enjoying the holidays with your family and you've managed to have some time off work, or if you are off work, that you've managed to maintain a level of calm and allowed yourself to easily flow through every single day without too much trouble. So what I'm going to talk about today is the pressure of the summer holidays. Summer holidays can feel like a time when everything should be Instagram perfect. There should be beach pictures, there should be toes on the end of deck chairs, sun loungers by a lovely pool sparkling in the background. How there should be like family photos where everyone's looking the right way, that everybody's smiling, no one's just been poked in the back by their brother or their sister, that everyone is just having an amazing time. That would be an amazing ideal world. But we know, and I know, I've lost count of the number of quarrels and arguments that my two have already had during the summer holidays. I've also lost count of the number of times they've actually made up and ended up having fun with each other and playing together. It works both ways. Sometimes everything is great. Other times everything feels like it is so challenging that you literally just want to put your head through a brick wall. However, that is generally family life, isn't it? Moments of magic mixed up with moments of mayhem. And I think that is something that we really need to remember, because there is so much pressure to create perfect memories and have the perfect summer. And really, as I've talked about before, this idea of perfection just does not exist. So I think we need to think about the goals and the expectations that we are actually setting ourselves in terms of having something in the summer, or having a summer that we see as an enjoyable time with our family and our friends and whoever it is that you are hanging out with over that time. So if you remember, if you've downloaded it already, I hope it's been really helpful. But I have created the Stress-Free Summer Planner, which is a planner for you to come up with what you want your summer to look like, what your expectations are, putting boundaries in place to allow you to enjoy yourself and also say no to things that you don't want to do. It's got bits in it to give you 5 minutes to yourself, to give you a quick reset, to cope when things are a bit challenging. It's got 50 boredom busters there, so that if the kids get a bit fed up and don't know what to do, you've got a whole list of ideas to suggest to them. It's got 30 cheap or free day trip out ideas for you. So the idea of the planner is, it's not going to give you a completely stress-free summer. That would be amazing, but I'm not one of those people that lies about the results. But it's there to give you something which can help you mitigate some of the stresses of the summer holidays, give you a loose plan to follow. Think about what you're going to feed everybody. Think about where you're going to go, what you're going to do, so that you don't get caught in a moment where you think, I don't know what to do. The kids are arguing. I've got no ideas. It's a resource for you to go to. And I hope it's really helpful. And I hope that you can use it to help it be slightly less stress-free in the very instant. But hopefully it's a really good guide for you to just turn to if you're in a bit of a pickle and you don't know what to do. So back to this idea of a perfect summer and perfect memories. Some of the best memories that I have got from growing up with my family are actually when things go wrong, or when something has happened where you think and it makes you laugh or it makes you smile, or it's more of a story or an event. When things go right and everything goes beautifully, those things you don't remember. Sometimes you might commit it to memory and be like, that was a lovely, lovely moment. But the things that you will remember are when the kids are in the garden playing with their water guns on a hot day, and your son opens the back of the water gun, not realising it's full of water, and literally drenches himself from head to toe with water because he wasn't expecting there to be so much water in there. Things like that. It would be when somebody kicked a piece of bread in when you were feeding the ducks at the river and their shoe goes flying into the bottom of the Thames, and your dad has to go and grab a barge pole and try and hook it out, and you walk back to the car in soaking wet, squeaking, squelching shoes. Might have been something that happened to me when I was a kid. But these are the memories that you remember, the things that happen which actually aren't the perfect moments. And those moments and those memories are the ones which bring you joy, which bring you a smile to your face, and actually ends up being a source of entertainment and lightheartedness for everybody. Maybe not at the time. I remember feeling quite miserable when I lost my shoe in the water. But afterwards, and thinking about it now, I think about a day by the river. The sun was shining. There was geese and swans everywhere. I'm really scared of them, and I wasn't best keen on that part. But I remember being with my family. I remember the feeling of laughing with my sister, of eating an ice cream, of just being together on a lovely sunny day. Or it might not have even been sunny. I can't even remember that part. But I remember the feeling of it being great. And that's why sometimes we need to actually embrace the things that go wrong and choose how you react to them. So if things don't go as you expect, or if something happens which is slightly chaotic or tricky, instead of freaking out and being like, I can't believe this has happened, this is an absolute disaster, try to smile, try to take a breath and try to absorb it and think to yourself, this is actually amusing, or what can I learn from this? What has this challenge presented me? Has it given me a learning experience? Has it given me something to look back and smile at? Is it something that now I know that I will never ever do again? We can react in the way that we choose. So if you are stressed all the time, if you feel like everything is on top of you, that is going to be your natural default expression and reaction to things. But if you can learn and practice taking a breath, and instead of getting cross or shouting about something, smile, think about how you want to respond and respond in that way. It isn't easy to start with, but with practice, the way you respond can grow and get better and better. And actually, to respond in a way which is positive and calm can actually make you feel much, much better about a situation. When you get all het up, I know that I find myself, I get quite breathless and I get so angry, and that's actually no good to anybody. So see if you can take a breath, smile and respond in a different way when things don't go quite to plan. Another thing that you can do to help stop this idea of feeling you need to make perfect summer memories and everything needs to be perfect is to actually think about what your expectations are. What do you want to achieve on a daily basis within your summer holidays? So define what a good day is. Remember, don't go for perfect. Perfect is the lowest standard because it's unachievable. If you're striving for perfect, you won't get there and it might just make you miserable. So think about, what would a great day be? What would be a fun day? What would be an exciting day? What would a good day mean to you as a parent? And what would a good day mean to your family? So would it be that there's been a minimal amount of quarrelling throughout the day? Would that make it a good day? Would it be that everybody has smiled about something? Would it be that you've actually had 10 minutes of really, really good quality time with each of your children, where you've talked about something that maybe you've been meaning to talk to them about for ages? Would it be that your kids have helped you do something around the house? Whatever it is, talk about it as a family, or at the very least sit down with a piece of paper and write down what a good day would mean to you. What can you do in that day to make it good? There are moments of magic in every single day that we have, but sometimes we're just too busy to notice it. So can you notice something that's going out outside in nature? Yesterday I took my dog for a walk, and along the canal I saw a flash of greeny blue, and it was a kingfisher. And I don't really see kingfishers along the canal where I walk with my dog very often, so to see it was a magical moment. Can you find magic in every day? Could it be seeing the kids have a little secret cuddle while they're playing a game? Could it be that they're sharing something? Could it be that they've managed to go and make themselves some toast for themselves? Obviously, within whatever realm of age your children is and what's appropriate. So try and think about what is a magic experience that happens during the day, and think about quality over quantity. If there's only one thing that happens during the day which is wonderful, how amazing is that? You've had something great happen within that day. Celebrate it. I'm all for celebrating the small wins. So look for what are realistic expectations for you and your family. I had a chat with my kids at the beginning of the summer saying, look, I'd love to take you on a day trip every single day to go to all the theme parks, to go to the zoos, the aquarium, all of these places, but it's just not going to happen, I'm afraid. So we talked about 3 different trips that we could go on, which they would love to do. And we've come up with a list of the 3 things they really want to do in the summer holidays. One of them was go to a zoo, one of them was go to an aquarium, and one of them was to go to, there's like an adventure farm near where we live. So we're going to try and do those 3 things. I haven't promised them going to the big theme parks. I haven't promised them doing something every single day, because it's just not going to happen. So by setting realistic expectations for everybody, it really can make everybody know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and it can just mitigate any kind of upset, or that's not fair, we haven't done this, we haven't done that. So that can be really helpful. Another thing you can do is just make a loose routine for the day. So say you're going to be at home for the day, the kids know that this is what's going to happen. You might go out in the morning somewhere for a quick walk, you might go to a park in the afternoon, and then you'll have some chill out time. Just give them at the beginning of the day, like they do in school, every single day. At the beginning of the day at school, the kids are told pretty much what to expect, and they know what their timetable is. It gives them a sense of knowing rather than wondering what's going to happen. So by giving them expectations, they know what's happening, and following through with that can give them a sense of routine, and children generally thrive on routine. So going into routine, I know it can be so difficult to balance work, holiday time, looking after the kids, doing things you need to do around the house, all of those things. So scheduling things for yourself to do at certain times can be really good. So obviously if you're working, you probably know when you have to be in work, what you have to do and when. Why not do that for the holidays as well? And within this, you can schedule some time for yourself, whether it's half an hour every day, whether it's 10 minutes every day. You need to prioritize yourself, fill your own cup so that you can then help others. If you don't give yourself any time, it's going to create a sense of stress, a sense of things feeling not fair, and it can affect your mood. It can make you feel irritable. So trying to give yourself some time to rest. It could be in the evenings. It could be getting up a bit early. It could be half an hour in the middle of the day when the kids are watching a bit of TV. It's up to you when you choose or what you do, but book it in, because it gives you that kind of, okay, I've given myself some time. Now I can help others. That's a really good thing to do. Another thing you can do is try and involve the family in chores. My kids have gone crazy for asking for pocket money for doing chores. And I know that some families disagree with that. Some families feel that as you are part of a household, everybody should be helping out. That's fine, whatever works for your family. But by giving the kids chores that they can do on a daily basis, you could swap the chores for, you could pay them a little bit of pocket money, or you could swap it for screen time. I've seen some really good things on Pinterest where there's a list of things that the kids have to have achieved during the day before they get to go on screen. So it could be something simple like making their bed, talking kindly to one another, doing half an hour of reading or drawing. So they have to earn their screen time. That's quite a good thing to do, to try and block in their time so that they know that in order to get something that they really enjoy, because most children love screens, they have to have helped in a certain way around the house. Other things that can help you with routines and balancing all the things you need to do is meal prepping, meal planning, giving things a kind of time to do. So for the summer holidays, I've tried to make my life easy in terms of meal plans. I've decided that I am going to do one meal plan for a week, so 7 days worth of meals, and I'm just going to repeat that for 6 weeks because it is one thing that I don't have to think about. If I feel like I might change it up a little bit, then obviously I can. It's only a loose guide, but it's a great idea because it takes away constant decision making. I think it was Steve Jobs who wore the same clothes every single day because it was one less thing to think about. It was a way to just zone in on what is important, what needs to be done without making all these extra decisions, because we make thousands of decisions every single day. So if you can kind of minimize what you need to do, brilliant. Using other things to help you remind yourself of what you need to do can be really helpful. So setting up reminders on your phone if you need to be at a certain place at a certain time, giving yourself time to get there. That's one thing I'm terrible for remembering. I think I've got to be somewhere at, say, 11 o'clock, but I forget I've got to actually get there. I need to work better on that. But setting reminders, putting things on calendars, sharing these calendars with your partner or your other family members or people that help you out can be really, really helpful. So that's another good thing to help you balance work, things you've got to do, and any activities that you've booked in. Other things that you can do to help really make great memories and remember the lovely memories that you've made is creating a memory jar. I love memory jars, and whilst I've already talked about the idea that every single day has got moments of magic, and the memory jar is a great way to capture it. So at the beginning of the year, I started a memory jar, and when something lovely happens, whether it's a birthday, whether it's winning a prize, whether it's, I don't know, something funny that happened, I'll quickly write it down on a piece of paper and put it into our memory jar. Then at the end of the year, we can open the jar and go through and read all the different memories. So it's a really lovely thing to do, and you can reflect on it with the kids, and they love thinking about or listening to the things that they did which were really funny or silly or moments that we were proud for whatever the reasons. So thinking about these low stress memories, maybe finding something interesting on a beach or in the woods when you go for a walk, it just shows that there are lovely things that can happen without extra pressure, without trying to do too much, or without doing the whole singing and dancing activities that you feel sometimes that you have to do. And it gives you a focus on fun and ease and realizing what is going on without forcing it. So some people like forced fun, and maybe planning is forced fun, I don't know. But thinking about what's happened and reflecting on it and writing it down and allowing yourself to remember it and reflect on it at a later state can be really, really lovely. So making a memory jar of things that happen, which are kind of just like mini magic moments, can actually be a great thing. And it shows you that you don't have to make big, large gestures to kind of change the world for you and your family. The final thing that I really would like you to do this week to try and enjoy the summer holidays more is to let go of the mum guilt. Let go of the feeling that you're not doing enough, you're not spending enough time with your kids, you're not taking them to all the places, you're not doing everything with them. Sometimes it is great to have a pajama day at home and do nothing. Sometimes it is great for you to actually go to work for a couple of days in the holidays so that you can have a bit of time which isn't just permanently entertaining and feeding your children for a whole period of time. Sometimes it is allowing yourself to go out for a walk on your own. Taking care of you is massively important. It improves family experiences. It improves your mood. It improves your level of coping. And therefore, you are then able to help the rest of your family more. It is so important to look after your own mental well-being for everybody else's. Mums are magic. Mums are the ones, the glue that hold the families together in most cases. And so if you're not looking after yourself, if you are not showing yourself some self-compassion and some kindness, that you can't do anything, and feeling guilty and bad about that isn't the way to go. If you cannot let those things go, you're going to find things really challenging. So please, 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 please be kind to yourself. Give yourself some time and let go of this feeling of needing to do things a certain way. Do it your way. Do it a way which works for your family, and lean into enjoying the moments, the good, the mad, the chaotic. Find that lovely magic which is there every single day. So here are my takeaways for this week. Set your expectations for yourself, for your family, things that everybody can lean into and know what their summer is going to look like. Number 2, block time. Block time for yourself, block time for activities, block time for breaks, block time for snacks. Make sure you are prioritizing yourself to enable you to give to your family, because if you can do that, then you will thrive and your family will too. Takeaway number 3, look for the moments of magic. Magic is everywhere. Magic is all around us. And those beautiful memories will happen every single day if you're willing to look for them. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. So look for more of the good and you will find more of it. Number 4, release the mum guilt. You are doing your best. You are an amazing person and you are doing all you can. So let go of the perfection. Let go of the Instagram perfect. It doesn't exist. Look in front of you and enjoy what you have got, because you are incredible and you're doing a great job. And I am cheering you on every step of the way. I hope you enjoy the rest of this week. I hope it is as you expect, as you would like it to be, and you make those lovely memories. Pop them in your jar so that you can look back in a few months' time and remember, actually, the summer was pretty fun. Thanks for listening.